the EU obviously wants access to the money that we've agreed to pay them as an out-of-court settlement, the 35 to...
No, that is the observance of our financial commitments that were already established under the terms of our trading treaty. So if we don't pay it, we might as well put a big sign up at Dover saying, don't believe a word we say, we'll break trust, we'll break contracts as easily as Boris Johnson cheats on his wives.
Actually, what it is at the moment is it's an offer...
It's been agreed, Bob.
Yeah, no, it's in a draft agreement.
It's been agreed. They couldn't
agreement.
press on with the trade negotiations until they'd agreed the divorce settlement. Do you people watch the news?
We have to agree that it's a draft agreement at the moment because it hasn't been completed.
Oh, crikey.
And you remember the EU's dictum that nothing is agreed till everything's agreed?
Yes, and we don't move on to the second stage of negotiations until the three stages have been agreed in the first. Ireland, the fate of EU citizens and the divorce settlement. They've kicked Ireland into the long grass. The fate of the EU citizens has kind of been fudged. The only thing they've agreed on is the so-called divorce settlement. But you carry on with your genius analysis.
Well, okay, thank you for that. I appreciate the sarcasm.
And have you seen the news today about that divorce bill, have you? From the National Audit Office?
I haven't seen the news today yet.
It's gone up.
Yeah, okay.
By about £10 billion.
Right, so there could be more at stake. But the point I'm going to make is if the EU pushes the UK government into a corner on the Irish border...
What corner? How is it a corner?
Because we keep bringing them solutions in a game of bring me a rock.
What's the solution that works, Bob?
No, I'm not going to get into the detailed solution.
Then why have you phoned me?
Because it's about the negotiation.
It's about what solution works, Bob. The whole programme is dedicated to the self-evident truth that you cannot solve this problem while observing the tenets of the Good Friday Agreement and the rules of customs union membership. But you told me there is a solution. What is it?
I'm not talking about the solution.
Well, I am, and it's my show. So what is the solution?
The solution will be found if there's good faith negotiation on both sides. At the moment, that's not what we've got.
So you have absolutely no idea what it's going to look like, smell like, or talk like, but you're supremely confident that it's going to turn up one day.
I am confident, but fortunately I'm not involved in the negotiations. But
you couldn't do any worse, Bob. We could talk for hours. Are you going to offer up a scintilla of explanation as to what this thing on the horizon actually looks like, or are you just going to keep saying, no, something will come up, it has to be good, someone clever will come along and solve it? We've only been doing it for 22 months.
I'm trying to tell you how it will eventually be settled.
Go on then.
It will be settled because at the moment the UK government cannot possibly agree to a border down the Irish Sea. No government could do that, regardless of whether they were propped up by the DUP or whether they had a 150-seat majority.
Why not?
No UK government would ever agree to cutting off...
Why not?
Northern Ireland. They won't. They're constitutionally part of the UK. They're never going to do
Why not?
They keep saying, why not? That's ridiculous.
But the last caller was telling me it was inevitable. So I'm respecting his
But I'm
brand of nonsense.
I'm dealing in the real world here.
You're not dealing in the real world, Bob. You just said, I've got no idea what it is or how it could work. All of the experts say that it can't, but Bob knows better.
We're not going to cut off Northern Ireland, are we? We're not going to cut them off. That's an unreasonable position.
Well, the last polling on it said that most Brexit voters would be happy to cut off Northern Ireland.
Well, I don't believe that's true. It might be true in an opinion poll. The point is, if you push the UK government into a corner, they will be forced to collapse the whole draft agreement.
This is, Bob, mate, listen, come here a minute, mate. Sit down, all right?
No, the money will go away. That's the whole point.
Take a seat. The government is not being boxed into a corner by the European Union. The entire point of this conversation and this ongoing disaster is that there is no solution. Everybody understands this, except with the greatest of love and respect, people like you who insist there is a solution, but have not got a Scooby-Doo what it might look like.
I'm not responsible for finding it. The government is.
Well, good luck with that, Bob.